Welcome back. Let's get straight across the bridge, shall we? Ain't no time to dilly-dally. Today. Have a quick exploration. Is there anything hiding? Is that it? Well, first let's... Yeah, fucking had no chance. Bitch. United Workers Syndicates of... Calm down there, Jen. Alright. United Workers Syndicates of Talos 2. Yep. You make that. And that's a pretty dangerous course of action if we do decide to do that, so that's good. Authorised personnel. I consider myself very authorised. Valley Pass. Valley Fort. Passage entrance. Is that one?
さ、なんか焦げた匂いしない？
ボーンクラッシャーの小細工だ。
I see that there. Is that a covered up anchor?
この煙、嫌な感じする。あの遠くに見える大きいやつ、なんだろう。
巣長だ。
Endstick.
巣長はボーンクラッシャーの象徴だ。ランドブレーカーならみんな知ってる。いわばステータスだ。縄張りを示す役割も果たしてる。ボーンクラッシャーは奪い尽くして、残ったものは燃やして傷跡にする。巣長に燃やせないものなんてほとんどない。だから火と煙は支配を宣言してるのと同じだ。あいつらが通った道には焼け焦げた廃墟だけが大量に残る。
あのさ、この煙毒ないよね。
Can they not do emotes and talk at the same time?
巣長の煙には侵食物質が含まれてて、オリジニウム装置の動きを抑える働きがある。あとは姿を隠すのにも武器としても使われてる。でもこれだけ濃い煙だと体にも影響があるかもしれない。超域エネルギーみたいな扱いにくいものをわざわざ使うのも手段を選ばなくなってる証拠だ。
侵食は潮域が原因となって起こる災害です。潮域がマグマだとすれば、侵食はそれが噴き出した火山のようなもの。ウルフガードの言う通り、人にもオリジニウム設備にも壊滅的な影響を与える可能性がある。
思い切って通り抜けちゃうのどう？それか他の道は。
中の様子が全くわからないんだ。他の手段を探すべきだな。
How about this convenient path down here? But first, we look for stuff. And that's why we look for stuff. Almost level 10.
次はどこに行こうかな。
I know, don't worry. Just looking around for stuff.
ここしか道はない。行くぞ。
これだけ濃い煙の中で工業団とは連絡が取れず、ランドブレーカーの動きも全く読めない。
Just let me get some extra
マが言ってたこの辺に住んでるっていう人たちいないね。どこ行っちゃったんだろう。
確かに少し妙ね。
Are we gonna be able to learn a double jump? Or are we gonna get around and then extend it? Yeah, I see the ball. I'll see the lever. Lever.
静かにしろ。前に何か。
I'm not walking forward, that was automatic.
急げ！早く探せよ！これ以上は待ってくれねえ！あのペンロ、どこに隠れた？
Breakers seem to be searching for.
あいつらはもう終わりだ。
それはキューだった。
この勢いでいける。終わらせる。
Where's all my charges?
多分別のとこでも同じ感じで探してるよね。ちょっと厳しいね。
あっちだ。
Wouldn't it be nice to wear a striped sweater
本当に人いた。
all the time?
待って。
Right, quick. I assume you mean loot first, then quick. Come on, the rabbits, motherfuckers. Were these the landbreakers or were these the thing? If these were the actual people living here, I don't really want to save them. Crude cages, strung up live rabbits. Seems like landbreakers though, so... Well, bone crushers anyway. So we'll have to see. If it is the people, I do not want to save them.
ちょっと待ってても。逃げ足早すぎ。
弱いやつが生き延びるためには逃げるのが最善だからな。
Well, first he's not running so fast, he is teleporting. Maybe. Usually how it is. Right, quite. Hopefully is now the production formula. Let's see. You know what this is? Yeah, can you tell me? Why they worshipping two things? Wacky waving inflatable tube men. And left. Yo.
様子がおかしい。
戦闘開始。今安全を受け取ってる。見えた。シリカ。君はここで終
I
わ
should
り。
use this yet. Gets the fight over and done with.
迎撃するよ。
みんな頑張ってるんだから。私だってもっと強くならないと。
Let's do this first. Repair. Right. These are here for a reason, so I guess that would probably be that. Fucking, it just gives me the pattern straight away, so it's, you know. Don't even have to think about that one, to be honest. Yeah. You're welcome. Another one of those fixed. Almost forgot about that though. You can do that piece of pace, but this, I don't get straight away. Give me that. You almost missed that.
懐かしい感覚だ。
2 out of 14. Told a max of 4. Is that in the area? I'll have to see. So-
この先にいる敵強いよ。みんな注意して。
I know the bee orange thing, but that's just going to be for the crafting recipes and stuff like that. Do that whenever.
誰だ？死にてえか？
なんだ、老軍を知ってるのか。
文明人の回し者め、ランドブレーカーの面汚し。
狼の牙の味を教えてやる。
Dude, you're not fighting with me.
見えた。この勢いで。見えた。
How about you move there, Snowshine? I did press shift. Like that. Nefarith.
ネファリス。やっぱりな。正真正銘、狂ってるランドブレーカーだ。
I heard Landbreaker in your voice, and there ain't a Landbreaker there. So yeah, like I said, stuff gets lost in the Chinese, Japanese, English translation triangle.
目的のためならどんな手段でも使う。
Or Korean.
ランドブレーカーの掟も、あいつには無意味だ。
ってことはさ、つまりそのネファリスってやつ黒幕？
ボーンクラッシャーはずっと内輪で揉めてたんだ。それを一つにまとめた時点で、あいつがどんな奴かはわかるだろう。突然表に出てきた理由はわからない。でもネファリスにはあいつにしかできないやり方と、それを遂行する頭がある。管理人、近くにまだランドブレーカーが隠れてるはずだ。まあ念のためだ。この辺り一帯を爆弾で燃やしておいた方がいいかもな。
おい、やめろよ。燃やすのはやめてくれ。俺ここにいるから。
Yeah, sure thing, that's what you said.
俺たまたま通りかかっただけなんだよ。何にも知らないんだ。本当だよ。
もうすぐ敵の目の前に飛び出してくとこだったよ。私たちから逃げたって仕方ないのに。
お前ランドブレーカーじゃないのか？
まあ観察力はまあまあかもな。
怖がらなくていいわ。彼は他のランドブレーカーとは違う。あなたを傷つけないと約束するから。あなたこの付近の集落に住んでいるのね。エンドフィールド工業を知っている？
工業団か。いや、工業団の人には見えないぞ。
They literally just said the name, you dipshit.
工業団は私たちと協力関係にあるパートナーよ。だから怯える必要はないわ。
じゃあお前たちはいい人か。よかった。俺は母ちゃん、お願いだ。 妹を助けてくれ。何でもするから。
まずは落ち着いて。妹はどうしたの？
ランドブレーカーにみんな連れ去られたんだ。残った人は隠れるしかなくて。妹はかなり重い病気なんだ。工業団からもらってた薬がなくなって、だから外に出て橋の向こう側の工場にでもないかって探しに。
今この道を通るのは無理だ。無事じゃ済まない。
そんなの分かってるよ。でもジニーはもう、俺は黙って見てるだけなんて、そんなのは。
管理人、いいこと言うね。助けてあげようよ。
じゃあ母ちゃん、案内して。妹さんの病状と他の人の状況も確認したいから。
よかった、本当によかった。みんなはあっちに集まってる。ついてきてくれ。
つけられないように注意した方がいい。後ろは俺が見ておく。
What you found? Nice. We forgot to go into all the fusing stuff. I just remembered. Well, fuck it. Keep going.
これがオーリエン？きれい。ちゃんとしまっておかなくちゃ。
Sorry, Belka. Perlika, Perlika, Perlika. What I said.
ずいぶん複雑な道だな。
洞窟に向かう道は結構分かりにくいから、ランドブレーカーにもバレずに済んでるんだ。俺がここを出た時、この辺にはほとんどいなかったのに、もうこんな近くに。
Can't believe it.
着いたぞ。
It's Daniel.
母ちゃん、どこに行ってたんだ？妹のこともランドブレーカーのこともあるっていうのに、お前は何してたんだ？
ソッさん。
後ろの人たちは、お前はどうして誰でも連れてくるんだ？
この人たちは悪い人じゃないよ。さっきもランドブレーカーを倒してくれた。俺たちを助けに来てくれたんだよ。
ランドブレーカーを倒しただって。そんな人を連れてきてどうするつもりなんだ？
Knock it off, cat brain.
お兄ちゃん、帰ってきたの？
ジニー！お兄ちゃん帰ってきたよ。ジニーを助けてくれる人も連れてきた。
Damn this smart.
ソスさん、私たちはエンドフィールド工業です。母ちゃんから助けが必要だと聞いてここに来ました。
エンドフィールド工業だって。わしはここの責任者だ。エンドフィールドのことは工業団から聞いたことはあるが、お前らはどうして何しにここに来た？
待って待って、私たち悪人じゃないってば。で、母ちゃん、この子が病気の妹？どこが悪いの？
オリバシーだ。いつの間にかそうなってて、薬もなくなって、俺はどうしたらいいかも分かんなくて。
具合はどう？どこか痛いところはない？
妹はここのところずっと体に生えた石が痛いって、お腹も痛いって言ってて、食べるときはもっと苦しいって。それに昨日からすごい熱なんだ。体から火花がバチバチって。俺びっくりして。
You can move your mouth while she's
そ
speaking.
んなひどい症状。
体表の結晶化、内臓の圧迫、無意識なアーツの発動。典型的なオリパシーの症状だけれど、まだ間に合うわ。
Well, yeah, we knew it was that. They said it was that.
この子はどれくらい薬を飲んでいないのですか？
もうすぐで2週間だ。今までは工業団から薬をもらってたんだ。だがランドブレーカーに住処を襲われ、なんとかここまで逃げ延びたが、薬は尽きてしまった。ジニー、
急がないと命に関わる。オリパシー抑制剤を持っています。これで症状は収まるはずです。
So, what? You were just standing right next to him then. If you've got it, why not you give it? What's up, Gins? Yeah, so you are giving it. Why did I have to move? Why didn't you just continue it? And you definitely were not carrying that crater.
Hope you like needles.
If the rocks are our originium, can't we manipulate that?
ありがとう。ジニーにもしものことがあったらって。エンドフィールドは俺たち兄弟の命の恩人だ。
Well, with a name like Ginny, maybe eventually down the line she'll become an operator herself, but who knows?
気にしないで。オリパシーは完治は難しくても、定期的に抑制剤を使用すれば大体の症状は抑えられるから。
So we're, because of our affiliation, what's the word? Affiliation? Whatever it is, you heard what line I was trying to go down, but it's right there in my head, but I can't bring it to words. Affiliation. Something like that. But because of our, in Originium, will we eventually be the cure for that? I mean, it's a rock-like, and we control rocks, so like, you know.
どう？少しは良くなった？
良くなった気がする。ありがとう、お姉ちゃん。
Yeah, so put the cyst there then.
お兄ちゃんにも感謝をね。あなたのために危険を冒して薬を探し回っていたのよ。
I recognise that. That should have been sister there, or big sister there, but it wasn't. It's Miss.
ゆっくり休んで。まだ回復までには時間がかかるから。
うん。少し眠くなってきた。
Well, don't sleep standing up.
オリパシーはオリジニウムを採掘し利用する上で避けられないリスクです。防護策を十分に取らなければ活性オリジニウムが血液経由で循環器に入り込み症状を引き起こす可能性があります。オリパシーを感知する方法はまだありませんけれど、優れた効果を持つ抑制剤が手頃な値段で手に入るようになってきています。
昔歴史の先生に聞いたことある。寺ではオリパシーに感染した人は差別されてたって。そのせいでいろんな社会問題にもなったって。
今は感染によって人々の関係に影響を与えることはなくなりましたが、タロ2においてもオリパシーは決して珍しい病気ではありません。管理にあまり考えすぎないでください。
I mean, it's literally our talent, though, so like, you know.
今は記憶を失っているだけで、オリジニウム、あなたとオリジニウムはずっとタロ2を守るために戦ってきたのです。私を信じてください。
Go, Gins. Okie dokie. Okay, okay. Oh, Mr. Howard. Remember that bitch for the show. Right. Ration standards. Classified. Adults. Affinity. That's the one. We have an affinity in Originium. That's the fucking word. Right. Adults. Mixed tack times 2 mixed tack packs, 1 soup bowl. Children. 1 mixed tack pack and 1 soup bowl. Classified and crossed out, but adults 1 bread pack. Does that mean pack? That best mean pack. Piece. Piece? Mixed tack 1, meatball 2, sugar 1, 1.5 cubes. Children 1 bread, 1 meatball. Acted again. Cross out, adult bread 2 pieces, jerky 2 pieces, sugar 1 cube. Children, bread 1, jerky 1, sisty milk, okay, sisty milk, cup 1, sugar cube 1. The bottom lines are smudged and illegible. Oh fucking, what's that? It's rations. Temporary convention of the shelter. 1. Water, food and other essentials must be distributed fairly. In brackets, the sick and injured will be rationed separately. Stop. No hoarding is allowed. 2. Violence is strictly prohibited. We shall enforce 0 tolerance on theft, robbery and fraud. All disagreements and conflicts shall be mediated by the entire shelter. 3. If you need to use Worcester stuff, talk and register with Soth. 4. Keep the shelter clean. All sicknesses and injuries must be reported. 5. Healthy adults must complete assigned jobs before they can start working on other pursuits. 6. Stay alert. Do not venture outside. Do not reveal the whereabouts of the shelter. Report all unusual activities. And it's been occurring to me for a while, if it's from Originium mining, why was Ginny exposed to Originium? Are you making your kids mine shit, or what? What are you doing?
No. さっきは頭に血が上ってすまなかった。ジニーを助けてくれて、エンドフィールドには感謝しかない。もし何か必要なことがあれば、必ず力になると約束するよ。アンカーが落ちてきた後、ランドブレーカーが急に八千要塞の周辺に現れたんだ。工業団は警報を鳴らす時間さえなかった。
かなり計画的な犯行だな。
今、八千要塞は完全に占拠されている。取り残されている人がどうなっているか考えただけでも。近くに工業団の自動精肉工場がある。わしはそこで働いていたが、突然 侵食にやられたんだ。それでここに工業団が管轄している場所までなんとか逃げ出してきた。皆さまざまな場所から集まってきているが、同じような境遇だよ。
ここは衛生状態もよくありません。病人にも適していませんし、食べ物や水も手に入りにくいはずです。
分かってはいるが、打つ手がない。皆限界なんだ。ランドブレーカーを相手にするなど無謀な話だ。どうかここに残ってわしらを守ってはくれないだろうか。こんな頼みは度が過ぎていると分かっている。だが
俺たちは他にも任務がある。ここに残るのは無理だ。
でもさ、このまま放ってはおけないよ。
管理に一つ案があります。けれど襲撃の全容を把握していない今、協約設備を増やすことはリスクを高めることになりかねません。もしかしたら裏目に出ることも。恐れることなくそのリスクを背負っていました。わかりました。ソスさん、この付近にここにいる全員が避難できるような場所はありますか？
洞窟を登った先に工業団の物資集積場がある。そこを居住地にする予定だったんだが、
Yeah, well now it's Endfield property, bitch.
今ランドブレーカーが溢れている。あいつらは人の心なんか持っていない。言ってはダメだ。
I mean, you're not human either.
大丈夫です。案内してください。
Not fully.
お、ついに大掃除の時間ってわけだね。
Right. How far in are we? Only 30 minutes, we can go. Right. New topic. Ginny's illness. Jen. Shit, that's French colonist. Yeah, I'll read the next one. I couldn't even tell that they're Ori positives. They never told me. One particular family got this super scared look on their faces and silently kept their distance when they heard they are Ori. Not sure. Since it's Originium, should it be Ori? Ori. They call it Ori. Positives around. People scared of coming in contact with the Oripathy positives. Some people are still plenty scared of Oripathy. Oripathy? Oripathy. Originium Oripathy. Oripathy. But not a lot. Definitely not a lot. We got suppressants, you know. Most aren't afraid of giving palliative care to Ori positives, or giving them funeral services. I know there's no cure for Oripathy yet, but I really hope Ginny can get cured soon. It's going to be us, eventually, in some way, isn't it? Prayer movie. F9. Ooh. Does that mean we've got a headhunter thing then? Doors. Let's do it. Oh, headhunting gives arsenal tickets that can be spent to acquire weapons via arsenal. Okay. So that's in there now, so we don't have to do the thing we did last time. Go straight there. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go back and let's headhunt. Since it's a limited one, do that. What were you on about? What, didn't we just get it? Yeah. Exactly, fuck you. Chapter 1, Process 2. Leaving the... I usually like stacking all mine up and then doing it for some characters when there's interesting characters on the line, but there's always interesting characters on the line. So I usually don't have anything anyway, but this is pretty much just limited time to start, so... Don't know what a 6-drop pod looks like yet. I've only had 5. I think we still do.
No. 行動体 Z7
行動体 Z7 行動体 Z7 アンダル着任した
ずっと信じていましたあなた
Now, you see, I would skip them, but I don't know who we haven't got yet, and if we'd get something else from them. I want to see what they look like when we get it, but it looks like we're going to get the last one from this. If we even get a fucking last one, that is. I bet we're unfortunately going to get one with Ginny, didn't we? But maybe in the last one. Right, should go into C and do that.
オリジニウムが道を
いつでも出撃できます
Upgrade. Ultimate Protocol. I forgot what the name for that was. 70.41k. Improved. Ultimate energy cost negative 50%. I just did that.
オリジニウムがブー死ぬかと思ったもう何もしたくない
Owned 3. Boop. Will 10, strength 10. Just solidification. Will, yeah. Solidification to an enemy. Stella gain after applying solidification to an enemy. Stella gains 5 ultimate energy. Effect can only trigger once every 1 second. Wow. Boom. Mind sharing your hard-earned free time with someone? Right, you. And you. Committed team player. Ultimate squad on me. Improved. Where the ultimate is active, entire team gains attack plus 10%. Youthful dreams. Lead by example and lead by example and shine upon others. Then shine some more and bright that light to places ever distant. Indeed. Burger. Right, let's just do that.
これが工業の成果だよ
Equip it. Right, one of the things was to use let's go backpack and then we use trim powder, but we need to go in the pass real quick. 6th pass, yes. Use scan, storage. Okay, maybe we did do it then. I was thinking about one of the healing things, but I guess we used it automatically at some point. Alright. Let's go set up a base. After we look into the bee, so that stops fucking being an orange dickhead. Crafting manual. Told you it was a base. I almost fucking hit you. There's a few paths here. Well, I mean, if we can have the bases, we're gonna have to ignore the paths for automation.
残忍な奴らだ。十分注意しないと。
まあまあいるな。規模的にも。あと小型の巣長もある。
何か戦闘で気をつけることはある？
Yes.
さっさとやれば問題ない。
ほーん、いいね。さっさとやっちゃおうよ。
よっ。
さっさと潰すよ。一度受け取って。迎撃するよ。決めるよ。
Yeah. Now.
終わりっと。
MBG's full.
なんと本当に驚いた。
だから言っただろ。ランドブレーカーを全部倒してくれるんだって。
What'd you call him?
それにしてもひどいありさまだ。まだ使えるものがないか見てみるか。
修正工業システムの関連技術を使えば拠点を作ることができます。拠点はエンドフィールドによって設計され、協約ネットワークを通じて支援を行うものです。協約コアがあればすぐに稼働が可能です。ここがいいわ。サブ協約コアを設置しましょう。
What's with the wacky waving inflatable tube man? Sub back. Please sub back and build an outpost. So that's your version of it, is it? What happened to me having deployed it down?
これアーツか。目をつむってる間にこんな。
この大きいものがさっき話していた拠点なのか。
Gotta build more yet, did
これはサブ協約コア。協約コアの古希のようなもので、この範囲内に様々な設備を設置できます。それから精錬炉についても、今後は鉱物をたくさん使うから一緒に申請しておきました。
ほー、やるじゃん。さすがペリカ、準備いいね。
やるべきことをやったまでです。でもこれは最初の一歩に過ぎません。まだまだやるべきことがあります。
とりあえず偵察してきた。ボーンクラッシャーの目的はここで巣長を作って煙で満たすこと。少なくともこのまま引き下がったりはしなそうだな。あと山の後ろに通路があった。そこから侵入してきてる。
Are we about to learn about turrets?
それならランドブレーカーがまた来るのでは。
戦闘設備を設置しましょう。自動で攻撃を支援してくれるものですが、今後こういったものを開拓エリアの最前線に置くのはいい案かもしれませんね。まずは 基本的な設備から作るとして結晶外核が必要です。
Got it done.
結晶外核を作るにはオリジニウム鉱物がいる。でも備蓄があ
We
るとは
do.
思えないな。
I've got a lot on me.
そうだな。今すぐ剣術教えるとか？
それもエンドフィールドの物流技術で解決できる。中枢基地にお願いしてオリジニウム鉱物を倉庫に入れておいてもらったの。サブ強薬コアを使えばオリジニウム鉱物を遠隔で取り出すことができるから。サブ強薬コアの下、取り出し口を見に行きましょう。
The left panel shows the contents of the Valley Ford depot. It now has some stored. Oh, and our shit. Go back. Oh, is that the cool. Close the panel and learn how to automate logistics to mass produce review. Follow the indication markers and approach pack outpost port 4. Then open the output port panel. 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 Okay. Keep saying that. There we go. Select output port. Output port 4. Then press F to open the output port panel. For fuck's sake, who puts these words together? Fucking. Pack output port 4. For fuck's sake. POP. We put pops. We're doing a pop. POP. Then it's an op. Each output port of the protocol automaton pack / subpack can choose to unload one item. Click on the now empty slot. Panel displays item stores in the depot. Click on the Originium order in the depot. This sets the Originium or as the item to be moved out of this output. Close the panel. Time to learn how to use a transport belt with an output port with an OP to automatically unload items from the depot. Depot. Time to learn how to use transport belts to automate production. Finally, observe the subpack output port. For fuck's sake. Note it has an outward arrow to indicate that it is an output port for transport and logistics purposes. Purposes. The refining unit nearby has inward arrows at this side of its base. These mark the input ports to the facility. The directions of these arrows are fixed. Connecting a transport belt from the sub-pack output port. Fucking output port. Fucking port. Fucking port you. The refining unit input port. For fuck's sake. Automatically move the Originium ore from the depot to the said refining unit. I have to say fucking output port again. Fucking AIC mode. Press the hotkey E or hold and click transport belt button to enter. A red indicator cone has appeared on the ground. Transport belts must first be connected to an output port. Fuck off. They cannot be placed on empty ground or grids marked with the red crosses. Those red crosses are imports. Yes. Belt, there's no connection from facility output port, logistics output port, or another belt. All output ports that can serve as a starting point for transport belts are marked by white outward arrows on the ground. Now move the character and adjust the view with... I didn't finish reading yet, dipshit. Click mouse 1 to begin placing transport belts. Boop. The subpack is selected and highlighted, indicating that the transport belt connection has begun at the subpack. The transport belt is directional. It must start from the item source subpack and end at the item destination refinery unit. Now the refining unit input ports have been replaced with white inward arrows, indicating that the transport belts can be connected to them. Follow the guiding light on the ground to place the transport belt. This moves items from the subpack output port to the input of the refining unit. Now move and adjust the view with Yes. To move the indicator cone to the specified refining unit. The indicator cone has been moved to the proper place, and the refining unit has been selected and highlighted to indicate that it is the final destination of the transport belt. Class 1 confirm ending point complete placement placing the transport belt. Transport belt connection success. Originium ore is now being automatically transported from the subpack output port to the refining unit. The refining unit will use the originium ore arriving at its input port to produce crusts. The next step is to move the crusts back to the depot. Start placing the transport belt at the refining unit output port. To move the crusts produced from the facility. Now move and adjust the view with the camera. To move the indicator cone to the specified refining unit. Indicator cone is now at the refining unit output port. Click class 1 to begin placing the transport belt. The refining unit is now white and highlighted to indicate that it is the starting point of the transport belt. Use the transport belt to move the products back to the subpack. Automatically store them in the depot. Starting from the refining unit output port, we must connect the other end of the transport belt to the subpack. Or if we were to just... Yeah. The Origio... Why do I keep saying that thing with 2 eyes? Origio crusts are being moved back to the depot. Use middle mouse escape to exit transport belt placement. Right mouse. Placement mode, and then open the refining unit. Control panel shows the current logistics data of the facility. The left side shows the transport belt input port and data of the facility's input materials. The left side shows originium ore, that noise is getting at me. Transport belt moving materials into the facility for refining. The right side shows the origio crust, that fucking noise. Audio crust produced by the facility. The center shows the refining unit auto processing the incoming originium ore into origio crust. The right side shows the transport belt output ports and data of the products leaving the facility. Yeah, I got that. There's an automated production line comprising transport belts and processing facilities. Close the refining unit, control panel, and wait for the production line to auto-produce. Oh, fucking hell! Stop making that noise, man. Something about that noise sets me off, man. Fucking hell. Oh, that makes me weird. There are now enough origin crusts. The next step is to construct combat facilities. Press Z, rotate, click open thing. Click here to select combat tab. The gun tower is a simple yet effective combat facility that can automatically attack enemies within range. Click here to switch to facility construction mode. This shows the types and quantities of materials needed to construct the gun tower. The origin crust we just made is required for construction. As long as there are enough materials, use this to select the number of facilities to construct at one go. Long press this to construct 3 gun towers and defend the area against the enemy. That's not 3, that's 31. I came far more prepared than you, so we'll do 4. Facility constructed at the pack. Transport belts. Transport belts are basic logistics units. They are used to move materials and products between facilities. Transport belts can only be placed in the core AIC area. Click the transport belt button at the core AIC area to start placing transport belts. Click on the ground facility outputs or facility inputs to determine the directions of the transport belt and plan its route. So it's not the main transport belt yet, or is it? Because we're going to have to be able to connect the electric lines to belts to move them back into the base. Click the transport belt button at the core like areas to start placing transport belts. Yeah, click the ground facility outports. Yeah, we learned that. Ostrich logistics arrows, we learnt that. Logistics info, we learnt that. Abnormal statuses. When a facility is clogged, the facility will stop loading materials or unloading products. The bottom part of control panel will also display warning signs that the facility is clogged. Okay. Right. Deploy gun towers at the marked location.
重機塔は地形を見て有利な場所に設置しましょう。
ここいいんじゃない？
6. Why there? What here? Right. Unpowered. What are you looking at? Have we got to deploy gun towers at the marked location? What? Okay, no, we can put it wherever we want. I've played some tower defense games in my time. What if we press shift? Hold shift now. We're going to rotate it first. So. No, that doesn't do that. The gun tower is a combat facility. When operational, it automatically attacks enemy targets within its attack range. When placing a combat facility, the blue circle indicates its attack range. Combat facilities will automatically attack enemy targets within their attack range. The number of combat facilities that can be placed is limited by protocol capacity, as well as a separate combat facilities limit. Both restrictions will be displayed when placing combat facilities. Where are they now? Charging. That's not new. Combat facilities must be powered and have enough charges to attack enemies. Combat facilities charging status is visible from its appearance. The charging rings shown in the facility panel also indicate its charge status. Charging. Once connected to the power grid, the combat facility will slowly charge itself. There is also a charge limit. Combat facility must consume charges to attack. It will be unable to attack if it attacks the minimum charges required. So have we reached the maximum stuff? Yes, we have. Okay, so can I move this? Well, where it's at, they do have to get up the place to get to it. So we've already got tons of them, so... Yeah, we'll put a tower here. And we'll put one. Well, I'm just maybe not. Well, we could put it there. We could also put the turret there as well. Put it there. That tree. No, it can't do that tree. So can we move this turret to the front? It cannot be placed too close to another city. Yes, we fucking can. What do you mean we can't? So I guess we can't put them there because the connection won't take. Unless we put that there. Okay. Cool. Transmit power from the sub-pack to the electric pylon by the gun towers. Yeah, we're gonna have to build something now, I guess. Some pylons. Gears, not gear assembly. Or is it gear assembly? It's facility list. And construction of normals. We need relay towers. Get some extras made, because why not? actually there? Maybe? Yeah, that works. Now let's see if it does work properly. We're close to it and we're above half. Well, we were below half. We're fine.
いいね。これでランドブレーカーも簡単にお掃除できちゃうね。
そうね。みんなにもしっかり使い方を教えて馴染むようにしないと。
They don't. They're mine.
これは一体重機塔だって。
どういう
回転する。
To both of those.
これでランドブレーカーを止められるのか。
We're about to see.
山の方から音がする。来るぞ。
Well, there's no point in that then, is it?
あだいちだ。取り返せ。全部奪い返せ。一匹も逃すな。
Careful, Swivel. Of course, when they get up the hill. No, you didn't. I did. I made them.
あんな目に合わせられるとは。
You didn't do shit.
やったあんなやつら
Don't say that.
大したことねえぜ。
Don't worry, I'll
こ
take
れ以
it
上俺たちの縄張り
when
に
those
入っ
words
てく
bite
ん
you
な。
in the fucking arse.
獲物側だろうと形勢は逆転できる。確実な手段さえあればな。
期待通りの動きをしてくれましたね。管理人、ここを発展させて本格的な拠点を作っていきましょう。
Yes, but we still need to learn more
物
basic.
資を安定的に供給できるようになれば生活の基盤は整えられます。それに協力してくれる人がいればさらに修正工業システムの力を発揮できるようになるはず。
拠点、物資。どうかここをしばらくわしらに使わせてもらえないだろうか。
I don't look like groveling to me.
周りにはまだランドブレーカーがいる。こうして集まっていた方が安全なんだ。それに谷地通路に取り残されている人がいればここを避難所として開放するよ。
ええ、そのための拠点ですから。開拓エリアではなくてもいざとなれば避難所として使える場所を作る。ソスさん、拠点の維持のため連絡役をお願いできますか。何かあればサブ協約コアを通じてサポートもできますし、必要なものを申請してもらえればエンドフィールドから提供することができます。
昔町で注文をさばいていた頃のことを思い出すな。ああ、内容は分かったよ。
今ちょっとやってみる？
Right. There's another tutorial. The regional development system has been unlocked. Press the Y key to open the regional development system screen. Right, it's that there. The objective of Endfield is to develop various regions across Talos 2. The Outpost Development Project is an essential part of this endeavour. This shows all matters associated with regional development. The newly established outpost management system can be accessed here. We have successfully established contact with the refugee camp outpost. Goods can now be supplied to this outpost to support its development. Click here to switch the goods supply to this outpost. Soth has put together this list of supplies required by the outpost. Let's choose Origo. Origo. What? Origo crust. Virginium. Origo crusts. Click to confirm. Every supply takes a specified quantity of Origo crusts from the local depot, and then delivers them to the outpost. The amount of goods can be adjusted here. Supply of goods will be compensated with valley stock bills, accumulated at this outpost. The amount of valley stock bills exchangeable from this outpost cannot exceed its current stock bill savings. Click trade to complete the trade of goods. You successfully earn this outpost's valley stock bills. The outpost gained outpost prosperity. Click to complete. This shows the amount of valley stock bills acquired. The outpost gets a little more prosperous when the goods are successfully delivered. Outpost prosperity is earned with every trade. Once the outpost earns an outpost prosperity, its prosperity level can be raised to expand its size and increase its trade payments. Right. So can I do that now? What quantities can we do it in? Left. I'll give you 50. It's 50 prosperity. We're gonna have to make a lot of that. We get rewards for this as well. 44 regions. Stock bill limit increase. Funny pass. Yeah, Valley Pass, critical capacity increase, Valley Pass. What? Mineral purity? Okay. Oh no, that's the region. I thought that meant the battle pass thing. Basic development complete, initiating regional development. Stock build limit increase. Okay. Basic HH equipment. Ah. Definitely going to be doing that for me. Besides using the regional development system to manage the outpost, you can also talk to outpost managers. Soft open the outpost management screen. Refugee camp outpost that is soft.
申請受け取りました。今はまだ用意できる物資も少ないですが、今後種類を増やしていく予定です。
こうして協力を続ければ、ここを立派な避難所にしていけそうだ。感謝する。ようやく少し安心できた。
油断するにはまだ早い。この辺に詳しいなら、ランドブレーカーがいる場所につながる裏道とか知らないのか？
まさかあいつらのたまり場に行くつもりか？
俺たちには俺たちの任務があるからな。
わかった。地下に換気トンネルがあるが、そこから行けるかもしれない。わしらはそこから逃げてきたからな。ダニエル、お前たちはトンネルの障害物を片付けてくれ。心配するな。これだけの戦力だ。
了解。耐えるばっかりだったが、ついにお返ししてやる番が来たな。
Ah, we finally get to discover what this is.
これは教育空間。今できたものでしょうか。
Seen him before, Parker.
詳しいことはわからないのですが、たまに発生するものだと。
そうだ、管理人。お願いしたいことがあるんだけど、4号谷地でいくつかオリジニウム反応が確認されてるんだ。今いるところの近くにもあるみたいだから、ちょっと調べてきてもらえないかな。
Yeah, I said that because, well, we've seen them before. Protocol space, operator EXP. So this is it. So this is the sanity stuff. Protocol space discovered, feel free to explore it. This section has various details about the protocol space, such as initial exploration data and threat levels. Level 20 should be able to do. This section shows intel on enemies that may be found in this protocol space. Resources that can be salvaged from every protocol space are also listed here. Choose the protocol space to explore and acquire the desired resources. Exploring resource yielding protocol spaces will cost sanity. Sanity naturally recovers with time until it reaches the max limit. Click here to enter the protocol space. Okay, cool. We've got our quick ones after we have to.
Endfield は歩みを止めない。
They're fine. Combat techniques. I kind of want to get the other one back though, in place of Snowshine, so we can go do more destructive capabilities. Let's do it. It's probably a good idea to bring her along this time. Nice. So now can we do it automated, or do we have to do it manually? Manually. I mean, we've got two that are level 40. Does that count? I don't know. Everything. So we probably should have kept it.
もしかして管理人が目覚めたことと関係してるのかも。他にも似たような反応が確認されてるから、見つけたら調べてもらえると助かるな。
I was hoping that would be automated though. Finding a protocol space, it can be viewed from the operation manual. The index has been selected. This has the records of all the protocol spaces discovered so far, as well as the materials that might drop from them. This shows a list of protocol spaces. They can also be directly accessed here. Yes, they can. Yeah, we didn't do that yet. We did this. You don't have to do all the dailies, but you have to get enough to do 100 at least. Vacation time. Max activity points is not reached for the day. One vacation tag will be activated. At 4, server time in the following day. Up to 3 tags can be activated. After earning max activity points and claiming the rewards, one activated vacation tag will be assumed to give double pass EX. Daily task rewards are not affected by this. What do you mean? Fucking progression. Vertical space weapon EX. Not yet. Okay. Ooh, we got a message. Okay, now we've got 3 messages. Finally got one from Perlica though. AIC is so useful. You miniaturized a massive production line to its current scale without compromising on total yield. This lets us set up a rather self-contained industrial production system, as long as we are within range of the protorage network. For example, the basic function of our Valley Pass outpost is to satisfy living and safety requirements of the residents. Basic function. Is that just the basic function of our AIC factory? Of course, the people of Talos 2 are still facing the crisis of survival. We need an agile and effective industrial system. Meanwhile, we also have to deal with a threat from the north. Endfield isn't going to just use the AIC factory to make basic products. Technologies for deploying the pack and the auto-assembly of AIC factory facilities are approaching standardization. The threat from the north and it's just as you mentioned in the Zeroth directive. Well. The landbreakers often roam about the wildlands. Are they more exposed and susceptible to Oropathi? As long as you were within the influence of the civilization banned, neither prey nor predator are immune to the effects of Originium. I've seen sick wolves who wandered off into the wildlands and never came back. These wolves did not wish to slow down their pack. I have also seen villages raided by bone crushers. A surviving mother begged the pack to help cure her sick child. The band may supply suppressants to smaller villages and towns, but accidents happen often in the wildland. Being infected with Oropathi must be painful. IMO, whatever that means. Oropathi isn't that. Different from other diseases. I heard that Oropathi was far more dangerous in the past. Also, many bounty hunters and mercs in the band treat Oropathi as a safety ticket. Stones in the blood keeps the blight away. That's what they say. Really? Is that a special effect of Oropathi? Are you serious? It's just superstition. Bone Crushers seems to hate the pack a lot. Indeed, the pack treat the Crushers as prey, and the Crushers treat the pack as traitors of the Landbreakers. Got no idea when this clan warfare started, since I heard it from my grandfather. When the Landbreakers splintered, the Bone Crushers think they inherited Jacob Meesan's ideals. Ideals. In truth, they're just a group of mad and bloodthirsty pillagers. The pack refused to stoop to their levels. That was when the pack and the Crushers started fighting each other, a war that lasted till this day. Really? Most clans could not escape annihilation after the Age of War ended. For the clans that survived, some are sailing along the Sea of Sand. Others either allied themselves with the pack or Bone Crushers. But being an ally does not make a clan immune to an annexation by the others. A few of the clans have continued to splinter due to internal warfare, until they become like more than marauder bands in the wildlands. As for the LBs sailing the Sea of Sand, I don't know how they're doing right now. About the modern Landbreakers. The modern Landbreakers would include the pack, the Bone Crushers, and the clans sailing on the Sea of Sand. Essentially, yes, but I hope we do not run into each other into another Nefarith. Okay. Wait. Is this the one? Oh. Okay. Power of the AIC factory. We've built the AIC factory at the Valley Fort. Everyone moving into the camp seems pretty satisfied. Thumbs up. Of course, if we go back a decade or so, we will have to move materials to various areas, build the factory buildings, then set up the production machines. Here we set aside the time spent on rescue operations and transportation and assume everything's prepped to go. Building a production line would take weeks. Thankfully, the AIC factory managed to achieve agile production. Conventional prep work is now a thing of the past. Building new facilities is even faster than repairing existing ones. Eyes closed, laughing. When I first saw the pack, I thought it was just a slightly bigger facility. I never expected it to be capable of automating and integrating. So many production lines at once. Ike is essential. It would seem that Ike Factory will play an essential role. Thumbs up. I remember this time when we were testing the pack deployment tech, the local topology prevented the successful completion of auto-assembly. Crushed originium powder flew everywhere. Director Quinn was there too. We got super worried and ordered vascular imaging every 3 days for everyone. Gotta dodge the auropathy, you know? Sounds really dangerous. I thought it's just the deployment test. Sounds like super risky to me. It's just the minor slip-up. Everyone knows that things can go wrong during testing, but all of us are willing to take the risk. Once we can deploy the pack in regions more remote than Valley 4, we can expand the boundaries of the civilization band. We'll be setting up shop at places that we hardly dare to imagine. When that day comes, Enfield will be doing more than just restoring Talos 2 to pre-Agaloy war conditions. We'll be elevating Talos 2 to new and greater heights till we finally complete the greater mission you handed to us. My mission? Oh, come on, Edmund. Wait, Director Quinn needs me right now. Strange, I just handed in the work. Why does she want to talk to me? Edmund, you didn't tell her anything about the prototype, right? This bum. Andrea's offline. Hope you'll be alright, Brownie. Edmund, our last Baker chat was 10 years ago. Really miss those days. Wonder if you remember anything about this place. Nothing. Not just about this place. I can't remember anything. Typing, stop typing. Don't worry, things will come flowing back to you. If you got any questions about the hub based on the one to ask, anytime. The Roost crew and mates are quite easy to get along with. Of course, after arriving at Valley 4, many of us quickly became friends with the local Roost faction. Crew, I mean. We'd even invite them to friendly matches when the sun is out. Forge fests and other technical competitions are also organised every now and then. Only traditional furnaces, hammers and anvils are allowed. The smith who forges the toughest weapon wins. Prizes range from useful tools to novel handicrafts. Everyone voted for it. We actually chose a few of them, and I remember accidentally entering the finals of an arm wrestling competition. My opponent is a crewmate from logistics. What happened in the end? Well, we used the tools from his prize and helped him fix his truck. Everyone's trying to develop the frontier, so we have a lot of things common to talk about. We spent the last 10 years paving roads and digging tunnels. Valley 4 was getting a new look every week. If only this attack never happened. Oh, finally did that. Fuck you, hell, man. Alright. That's going to take us to that. We are over an hour. Right, let's have a look at the map and see where we've gotten. Okay. Okay, we've gone a bit through, haven't we? Might be about... I can't go any further than that, so we might be about done with this section as well. Whatever that is. Right. Gone into the passage. Set up a new base. Yay! We have more to explore, so we're gonna keep continuing, but we're gonna stop this one here because of, well, fucking hell, what's that, man? Recycling station. No. Mining slots. More around here. Okay. Well, on the next time, in a bit.